Hello, children. Today we are going to start the new topic from the same chapter. It is business environment. The name of the topic is dimensions, or also known by components or elements of business environment. What are the dimensions of business environment? In our previous class, we have studied both internal and external environment of a business. So the main dimensions of business environments are economic environment, social environment, legal environment, political environment, and technological environment. Let us have a brief discussion on these points. First one is economic environment. The economic environment consists of economic factors that affect the management practice in business enterprise. Some of them are change in disposable income of people, inflation rate, interest rate, value of rupee, stock market indices. So if change in these factors, change in these economic factors, it will affect our business also. For example, if there is change in the disposable income of the people, it will affect the demand of the product. So that is, if there is enough cash with the people, they will purchase more, and hence the demand for that product will be more. So the change in disposable income of the people will affect the business. So here is the components of economic, some other components of economic environment. Some examples are the rate of growth of GDP and per capita income at current and constant price, savings and investments, rate of savings and investments, volume of import and export of different items, balance of payment. So these items are related to the economic environment. I think you have studied these items in your subject economics. So these terms are very familiar to you. So I'm not going in depth with these terms, as you know that through your economic subject. So some examples of economic environment which affect the functioning of business enterprises are rise in the disposable income of people creates increasing demand for the product, that we have already discussed. The same way, if a high inflation rate generally results in constraints on business enterprises because they increase the cost of raw material. See, if inflation rate is high, that is that raw material which we were purchasing by giving 100 rupees, now because of high inflation, the same raw material we have to spend 200 rupees. So that is high in the inflation rate. So that will affect the business. So that is one of the examples of economic environment. Now next comes the social environment. Some of the factors related to this environments are customs and traditions, values, social trends, society's expectation from business. So these are some of the examples. Now the components of social environment are attitude towards product, innovations, lifestyle and consumer preference, concern with quality of life, life expectancies, expectations from the workforce, shift in the presence of women in the workforce, then birth and death rate, population shift, educational system and literacy rates, conception habits, then composition of family. So these are the social components. Now, some of the examples of social environment affecting the functioning of business enterprises are: social trends present various opportunities and threats to the business enterprises. For example, the health and fitness trend have created demand for product like diet, social drink, then gym, mineral water and food supply. We can see the example of mask, sanitizer and hand gloves, which are now in great demand in this present situation because we are too concerned about our health and fitness. So social trend also gives various opportunities and threat to the business enterprises. Customs and tradition define social practice that have lasted for decades over even century or even centuries. So celebration, different functions or celebrations like Diwali, Eid, Christmas. So it is giving a great financial opportunities for the business which is producing sweets, greeting cards, and even for tailoring outlets. Such business flourish during this social because the change or because the customs and traditions are there in the social environment. Next comes the political environment. So in political environment, it includes the political conditions such as general stability of the government, peace in the country, attitude of the elected government representative towards business. So these are the factors or components. Some more components are the constitution of the country, prevailing political system, dominant ideologies and value of major political parties, political ideology and practices of the ruling party, the nature and profile of the political leadership and thinking of political personalities, the level of political morality, the extent and nature of government interaction in business, political institutions like the government and allied agencies, the nature of relationship of our country with the foreign countries. These are the components of political environment or examples of political environment. Now, some of the examples of political environment affecting the functioning of business enterprises are: political stability builds up confidence among the business people to invest in the long-term project. See, if our country is very politically stable, then the outsiders, the other countries are ready to invest in the long-term project of our country. So that will be a factor of growth for our country. So, but political instability can shake the confidence. It will be against that. So in the second example, the attitude of the government officials towards business may have either positive or negative impact upon the business. So the ruling party, what they are giving importance, are they positive towards the growth of the business or companies in that country? So on that it depends. For example, if the government provides subsidy in the production of cotton garments, it will have positive impact on the cotton textile businesses. So this is one such example. So on what areas or in which business or industry or company the political environment is giving more emphasis, it will grow. So it depends upon the political environment how the business will grow. The next is the legal environment. It includes legislations passed by government, administrative orders issued by government authorities, court judgments, decisions rendered by various commissions and agencies at every level of the government, that is central, state or local level. So these all are included in the legal environment. So legal environment is all about rules and regulations. For example, we have seen that advertisement for packets of cigarette must carry the statutory warning: cigarette smoking is injurious to health. So that is one example. It is been passed by it is a legal information which have to be passed. Then advertisement of alcoholic beverages is prohibited on Doordarshan. So these are some of the laws which have been passed. So that have to be followed by the business if they have to work in that country. So the law of that land have to be followed. Then technological environment. It includes forces related to scientific improvement and innovations which provide new ways of producing goods and services, and new methods also and techniques of operating a business. So new method or technique and scientific improvement or innovations are the two items included under technological environment. You can see the fast changing world of technology, how quickly the changes are being brought about. Some of the examples in technological environment are airlines company have internet and world wide web pages where customers can look for flights, time, that is destinations and fares, and book their tickets online. Few decades back we had to stand in queue to take the to reserve our tickets, but now we don't have to form that queue and all. We can book the ticket with the help of internet, which is one of the one of the contribution of technology. Then innovations in scientific and engineering fields such as lasers, robotics, and biotechnology, food preservatives, telecommunication, etc. have provided both opportunities and threats for the business enterprises. So if it is opportunity for one business, it may be an opportunity threat for the other business. So these are the examples of technological environment. So in today's this topic we have, let us go for a review of this topic. In total, how many environments are there or dimensions are there? 5. Which are they? Economic environment, social environment, political environment, legal environment, and technological environment. To remember these 5 points, you just remember step legal, S for social, T for technological, E for economic, P for political. Then remember legal. Step legal will help you to remember that there are 5 points of dimensions of environment.